Seeing the #1 team coming to town, guys talking about trying to get over 500, things like that. There's something left to play for you. You feel this team's got?
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty good challenge. I mean we're 27-27, and you obviously don't have a losing season. So having the #1 team in the country come in and try to get a series win should be a fun challenge for us, I think.
How locked in have you been feeling the last few weeks? Just how would you assess your own play coming down the stretch here personally?
No, I feel good. I'm just think I've been able to stay consistent, which is the biggest thing for me. Just getting a couple hits every game, and not having any of those offers helps. And yeah, just being able to stay consistent, I've been pretty pleased with how I've been playing.
You look at this week as potentially your last home games of your Oregon career?
I try not to think about it. I'm just going to go out and really enjoy it, and not take these games for granted, because our last 3 games of this specific group of guys. So I think the mindset is just go out and enjoy it with these guys the last couple games.
You certainly haven't hurt your draft stock the last month or so. Has that changed the way you've thought about the future, or have you tried to keep the same focus throughout?
I've really tried to not think about it, to be honest with you. I've just tried to just think about playing for the Oregon Ducks right now, and not having really any expectations. That's been kind of where I'm at with all that.
Coach said, if there's one thing to hang his hat on in terms of trying to hope you come back, is that just your affection for this program and wanting to be a leader, and wanting to try to make a postseason run. Just how strong a case would that be? I mean, what would the other side of the coin be that you have to consider after you get picked, in terms of what would be the lure for coming back?
I mean, yeah, obviously the big one is not making playoffs since I've been here. That's been frustrating, because we have all the talent in the world, and we just haven't been able to put the pieces together since I've been here, which is it's been frustrating. It's a bummer, because it's something I want to experience when I was in college, is playing in a regional and hopefully ultimately making it to Omaha. But not having that playoff experience is definitely something that's in the back of my mind, and would be probably the reason why I'd come back if I make that decision ultimately.
Would Coach's future with the program also be a factor? Because obviously his contract is up after this year. Would that play into your decision making at all?
Yeah, I mean, I love these coaches. They're the ones who recruited me, and they've made my college experience what it is, and I have nothing but love for them. So whatever happens with that situation, it is what it is, and yeah.
What about those great catches you made, SportsCenter top 10 type plays? What was going through your mind on Sunday when you made the second one almost identical to Friday's?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I've never even made a catch like that in a game, and having them happen twice in one weekend, that was pretty cool. And I mean, it was kind of just reactionary. I didn't really think anything at the time, and the second one I actually kind of landed it, because I was trying to stay in, because I knew this guy in first and didn't want him to get to second. But like I said, it was pretty weird how they both happened in the same weekend.
Last series for you guys, obviously you started off the year against Texas Tech, and then you finished it off with the #1 team in the country. If you could give it a letter grade, how would you grade this season for you guys?
I don't know if I can give it a letter grade, but I think it's been disappointing, just knowing how much talent we have, and just not being able to put it together, like I said earlier. And I mean, I love this group. This is probably my favorite team since I've been here, and the chemistry's been so great all year, and I think it's the most talented team we've had too. So, looking back at it, I think we're way above 500 team talent-wise, and so it's just a little disappointing knowing how this season turned out.